Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, Nation. What? Yeah, welcome back, Mornings in the Lab Nation, Business Athlete Nation. This is Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. Your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation to help you start your day right. Yes, we don't have none of that negative BS over here. That's the different channel. Hey, before we get too far ahead, this is your fair warning that there might be language in here that might offend, well, some people. Yeah, true story. R-rated experience, X-rated experience, whatever you want to call it. The conversation might not be for everybody. So if you have kids around, I invite you to put the headphones in or sit down and give them a lesson in education and how to communicate. And if you're turning into the first time, where the hell you been? Mornings in the Lab to Keith, Jon, and friends. We get after it every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on the big network, YouTube, over there on LinkedIn, over there on X, and of course, over on Substack. I invite you right now, hit the like button. Hey, Sullivan, I see you there, brother. Good morning. Cactus, good morning. Good morning, B-Drive. Good morning, Nation. I invite you guys to hit that like button. Tell YouTube you love this channel. Sully, hit it. Boom, boom, boom. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and come say hi in the comments or the compliments. Yep, that's a true story. Good morning, Rahima. And good morning, producer Melissa. Lady Drew, we can't forget the Drew. We got the lovely lady in the lab this morning, the resident daddy fucker. Yep, true story. Lady Drew Bozier. Coming in today's current events. Wow, apparently scientists have made a flu test. Are we still talking flu? We're talking flu this morning. You pop it in, go stick a Wrigley's gum, chew, 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 chew. Ah, you got the flu. No, true story. Oh, there you go. Hey, in the morning loop, we're going to talk about clicking knees. Know who this show is built for if we're talking clicking knees, eh, Bernard? Center stage. We're going to hard look into the mirror to talk about the biggest lies men tell themselves to protect egos, avoid truth, or keep up with appearances. In hour two, we're going to flip that switch from lazy to limitless, learning how to replace that one habit, keeping you stuck. And then, hey, later, we're going to dive into one of nature's strangest life hacks. Hey, Bernard, ears up on this one, brother. You spent a lot of time out with the bees, our resident beekeeper, Bernard Artis. Yeah, apparently urine can rot a tree stump. Hey, I'm telling you guys something. I'm always proud to give you something here in the lab. So if you're out and about and you want to kill that tree in your yard, just go piss on it. Yeah, nonstop. Just nonstop pissing on the tree. We're going to ask Jon if he's done that experiment yet. And in Morning Focus, we're going to bring you the blueprint to beat burnout before 8 a.m. I know Jimmy pisses on trees. Yeah. I don't think the Philippines has any trees left because Jimmy's just been pissing all over the place. Yeah. You know where Jimmy's been. There's Jimmy. There's the path. Just a bunch of dead trees. Yeah. That's just how it works. I think that's exactly it. And then we're going to get to the community corner at the bottom of the second hour and see what's shaking over on LinkedIn, Substack, and YouTube. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. The Morning Loop. Hey, Rahima. The Morning Loop. It starts now.
Keith, what's up? Jon, did y'all miss us?
Hi, Nation. Welcome back to the lab.
Marty, we never know if you're around, man, but if you are, tell Keith and Jon to behave today.
Hey, Jon, we got our puppy over the weekend.
Oh, that's well. Our new Community Corner co-host named him. Want to guess the breed and his name? We'll introduce you later.
Hey, Nation. I'm excited to get to know you all and help Keith celebrate creators.
Community, this is Maya.
All right, let's get after it.
Keith, the floor is yours. See you at the conversation desk.
Whoa, Preston and Sterling. Marty, we got a new co-host. Maya, welcome to Mornings in the Lab. Wonderful to have you on the team. Marty, I'm meeting her for the first time today myself.
Yeah, me too, Keith.
Honest to God, I've never met her before. She's first. That's how we do things here in the lab, man. We just bring people in like, oh, I guess you're the new person on the show here today. Maya, lovely to have you on the team. I know you are going to keep Sterling and Preston straight. I was trying to find the right word. I know you're trying to keep them on the straight and narrow is what I'm. I seriously, man.
We'll work on that. It's a Monday morning. It's Monday morning, so I'll let you slide.
How are you, pal? Hey, I missed you on Friday, brother. How was your weekend?
It was good, man. I had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Very productive.
Oh yeah.
And kicking tail, like Johnny said.
Oh, I like that. What kind of tail did you kick after this weekend?
Just I got the new business going, so
Yes.
it's going pretty well so far for the first week. And yeah, man. I'll tell you about it offline.
So, dude, I'd love to spend a couple minutes online with you about it. So, Nation, Marty's got himself a social media business running over here. Check out his Instagram. The dude's dropping great content. I checked out his content, checked out his page. Bottom line is if you need help with content creation, content strategy, the young buck here below me will help you out. The man gets after it. And so forth. So I invite you to check out Marty's stuff. Good stuff, brother. I saw your See Marty Fit politics page. I saw your See Marty Fit social media stuff there. You got. I like that you got yourself sorted out and organized. It seems like.
Yeah, thank you, man. And I look at myself. Of course, I'm a fitness coach.
Yeah.
But there's so much more to See Marty, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Oh, I love
and
it.
When I felt like people were trying to put me in a box, and so I'm like, man, F that.
Yes. Yeah. But no, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, absolutely. Good for you. Well, so I'm curious though too. So I noticed you split. Hey, Mike McQuillan. Mike McQuillan. Holy shit, Maya is hot. Can you pull up Pinocchio and make her real? Hey, Melissa, good job on Maya. We got McQuillan too. We know McQuillan's tuning in daily. If we got Maya showing up with us daily, Marty, are you finding success by splitting up your categories of discussion?
Yeah, it just depends on the platform. So like TikTok, I put everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, everything together. Instagram is a little different.
Oh yeah.
And for me at least, some people get success posting multiple times a day on Instagram.
Yeah.
I never got success like that. So that's why I organize it. I make sure I post once a day on each of them. So
I was doing some reading on the weekend. So IG has been doing some testing over in India and parts of the planet where opening up right into Reels, like directly into Reels.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you mean by that? Open up right into Reels.
So when Instagram opens up, you know how when you open up IG right now, you get your feed and then you scroll the feed.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be just like TikTok. You're going to open it up and it's going to open right into your first video, and you're going to be it's Marty. It's television, man. It's freaking TV, dude. It's no different than it's TV, is what, isn't it?
It is TV. You got to keep people entertained, man. And,
yeah.
Have you heard about the trial reels?
I have. I've tried them out a little. I've tried them a few times on IG. I have. Yeah. Have you?
How'd it work? How'd it work for you?
Well, so I don't know if I'm the best person to ask because my influence or the time I've spent growing my IG presence has not been very intentional, I should say. So maybe by me just dabbling, it wasn't so I tested a couple times. So you, who's been on it all the time, or who's been on it quite aggressively, probably going to have, I'm going to think, more success than I have had. Have you not tried it?
I haven't tried the trial reel yet. I'm going to get around to it. I'm hearing people have success.
Okay.
I'm still trying to understand it before I do it though. So
I'll tell you where Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I think you're on a little bit of a delay, maybe.
Yeah, it might be me. That's what I was gonna say. Is my connection messed up?
I think so, just a little bit. You want to do a little quick refresh here, and we'll get you back here. I'll do a little reset. Let's do that.
Let me try that.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith, Jon, and Marty. We got Johnny coming into the lab here. You are on the biggest morning show on the planet, Mornings Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. I invite you to join the conversation with us in the second hour, like Lady Drew always does. 431-300-3005. Come see us in the comments. The vertical stream, the horizontal stream is active. And of course, you can join the Mornings in the Lab community. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel. We do have a pay for play community here as well. So I invite you guys to come hang out with us in the Mornings in the Lab community. And of course, you can find us across all of the different social platforms on the planet. Jimmy, I see Johnny down there. Let's get the young buck into the lab here. I think he's getting himself sorted out. Let's get him up there. What's going on, brother? How are you, Tal?
I apologize. I was having trouble logging in today.
That's okay.
Elon was giving me some shit, man.
Listen,
Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you something, brother. Your track record is so exceptional that when there's little blips, I know there's a reason. And actually, let's talk about this. That is what happens when somebody puts a level of consistency out, that when there is a blip, it's there's so to me, the person on your partner on the other side knows that it's that something's happened, and that, you know what I mean? And it's not like it's I don't want to say it's not a big deal, but I know that what am I trying to say? That you didn't sleep in and nothing happens. Like clearly something happened to Andersen. He'll be here in a minute. You know what I mean? Like it's
totally. There's a, and that's what it takes when it comes down to really good partners of any kind.
Yes.
Whether it be business or love or whatever it is, there has to be that level of consistency creates a level of trust. And that's a different level of operation.
100%. Like I just knew. So let's just talk this through. So here's what happens, right? If all of a sudden you don't show up for the full 90, then our show ends, and I'm like, something's fucking odd here, right? I'm talking to Melissa and Jimmy. Everybody's panicking. Where the fuck's Andersen, right? So then we're calling you or texting you, wondering where's Andersen, right? So cool. I will tell you where's Andersen. So I got to get into this, brother. We had somewhat of an intimate chat on Friday about hand holding, and you shared some vulnerabilities on that show with me.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple texts over the weekend from a couple of men who sent me notes to say how grateful they were that you shared that experience out loud, because they've been in situations themselves where they didn't know how to handle it, and they didn't want to come across as awkward or odd by reaching out and holding a man's hand. So when they said that, hear John share that and share his vulnerabilities and share his perhaps not even reluctance, but knowing that it had to be done, it gave them the courage the next time that they experience it, that they were going to do it as well, to grab a man's hand to make them feel safe. Jon Andersen.
Well, first off, I got to say, it's very touching that me sharing that help. That's what this fucking show's all about. 100%. But the way that I see these situations, whether it's holding a man's hand or, asking a girl on a date, whenever there's that awkward, don't know what to do, the situation is looking for is somebody to be assertive and show confidence.
Maybe I can extend this word, John, especially in 2025. Maybe a human to be assertive and showing confidence.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Right?
Because, it could have been
human.
Grab the hand and, and then it would have turned out really screwy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus it was needed to happen. So I grabbed it. It's like a hug.
Yeah.
Someone, like the first time we see each other.
Yes.
I'll give you a hug. And there's no fucking way you could get away if you didn't.
100%. Well, and it'll be it'll be an unforgettable hug, right? Because there'll be such emotion and intention in it, but humanity. Yeah. And I was struck because these men were like, man, because, and also here's the other reality, brother. You don't look like a guy that's holding somebody's hand. And men still have perceptions. Men still judge. Men still look and like, oh, that big guy's holding some guy's hand. Oh, we joke about pitchers and catchers. But the fact is, you sensed a moment with another man in distress, even though he wasn't saying it, and you took his hand. You made him feel safe. S-A-F-E. Yeah, thanks, Marty. And you made him feel safe, and that's all that it mattered, man. Marty, so I got to quickly tell. So Marty, John was in a situation with a friend of his last week who was, just paraphrasing, he was going through troubles and it was dark. Johnny was walking him out of the yard there in Mexico and he grabbed his hand and he held his hand just like I would hold your hand or your date's hand. And I had a couple men text me this weekend and say, hey, I really appreciate John sharing his story about how vulnerable he was putting himself in that moment, because I don't know if every man would do that, especially Marty looking at a guy like John's.
The thing is I don't see that as vulnerable. Right. I mean, maybe sharing a story, people could say that, but it's just like, it's like when you switch the way you live your life is that you're going all in everything you do.
Yes.
And you're good with it. Then there's, I guess people are going to have different levels of what they would call vulnerable. I just saw, it's like if I'm a big one on, commit to all areas.
Yes.
Of course, it's not always easy, and I fuck up plenty of times. But in those situations, I guess it's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess it's like, and especially if I do care about somebody, I don't give a shit if they. I mean, I care about them irregardless of how they care back.
Yes, absolutely. No, I wanted to share it, man, because That's what the show's about. And Marty, I'll say something about you too. I've noticed with your new presence online there, you specifically are like, you use the blue and the red colors because you know where it all stands, man. Humanity in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah, you see
it?
where I'm at, Keith.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% humanity in the middle of blue and red. You want to be human first. So
exactly.
Hey kid, I got to take an early piss break. I don't know what's going on here, but we're
gonna do it. We'll do that. Let's do a reset.
I was going to say we're getting ready to spin, so this is a perfect time for me to do it.
Yeah. Johnny's getting it, man.
Marty, it took a fuck forever, but finally,
it's about time, man. It's been over a year, man.
Sterling,
listen. The way that I work is I'm used to just getting off the airplane and looking for my fucking name on the sign. You know what I mean?
John, yes. Keith and Marty, no. Maya, Preston, and Sterling. Hey, Johnny, we have a new caller. Her name is Maya. Guys, what's going on at the conversation desk this morning?
You ever stand up and hear that click in your knees and think something's wrong?
Relax. We'll tell you what those clicks really mean and how to keep moving strong.
Every guy said he's fine, but half the time he's just hiding how burned out he feels. Yeah, and today we're calling those lies out so you can finally drop the mask. Please tell me we're not actually talking about people pouring urine on tree stumps. Oh, we are, and we'll show you why this backyard myth might not be as crazy as it sounds. We all have that one switch we know we need to flip but keep putting off. And today we'll show you how to flip it and stay limitless all week long. If you wake up already tired, this one's for you. Yeah. We'll show you the habits that reset your energy before the day even starts. All right, nation, the table's set and the week starts now. Keith, the floor is yours.
Thank you, boys. Well, so I don't officially have breaking news this morning, but I do have breaking news this morning, Marty. So I'm looking for a moment that we might sit back years from now and wonder when something happened. And I know I talk a lot to AI on this show because it's just the middle of the world right now. So I'm going to talk about it again. Apparently, there's going to be a launch today by OpenAI that has a good chance of upending the world even more so as we know it. And many won't notice, except for the nerds like myself and maybe like yourself, Marty, as I explain it to you. But there's platforms. And Melissa, ears up on this one. There's platforms in the market like right now called Zapier and Make that allow you to automate a lot of things behind the scenes, right? So automate, like actually have like automation, right? Get things done behind the scenes. Well, apparently today, OpenAI is launching a brand new platform that will allow, I'm gonna use my mom because I like to use my mom as like the low barrier to entry because my mom can do it, anybody can do it, right? Marty, it's like, hey, if mom can do it, anybody can do it, right? That's the old adage, right? Well, apparently they're releasing a platform today that's an agentic agent platform that would allow your mom to automate everything basically underneath the covers. So what does that mean to anybody right now? Nothing really, probably. But just like the automobile when Henry Ford released it, years ago there, a couple weeks ago, Marty, I'm sure there were some technologies along the way when they were building that nobody really understood how impactful the automobile would be eventually. And I'm only bringing it up because there's going to be an announcement today that might not really have any impact on anybody today. But as time goes on, we're all going to sit back and go, oh, how does that work? Or how did that happen? Well, the magic is slowly being revealed today. So I find that shit kind of fascinating, Marty.
Man, they rolling this stuff out fast. They just dropped Sora 2, right?
Dude, I haven't even had time to talk to Melissa about what I'm going to say next. Well, I learned some things a couple of weeks ago that I've been working on building. Like, true story, that's actually almost irrelevant today. Like, I'm like all that time and energy I put into building, like learning a system 2 weeks ago, that learning and system is actually kind of irrelevant almost today. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's like you don't even get a chance to use the whatever they just dropped because they're coming out with something else. And then you look at if you look at Veo,
yes,
Veo 3, right?
Yeah.
That was like the thing for the past few months. And now Sora 2, I have people sending me stuff to put on my fitness podcast, and they don't even know it's AI. They don't even know it's AI.
It's
they can't tell.
Incredible. And Veo 4 apparently October 9th, Marty.
What?
Yeah, I know.
All right, it's getting ridiculous, man.
That's what I mean. So I hate Martin, Christopher, aka C Marty Fit. Dude, I still haven't seen my head in your Sora 2 feed yet. I still haven't seen you on Sora yet. Come on, the young buck, brother.
Stay on me, man. I got it today. I'll do it today.
Dude, I was wondering all weekend, looking for my head
You gotta
down.
stay on me, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stay on you. 100% I am. Yeah. What's going on, Johnny?
I'm back, baby. You notice what you notice we don't have a focus problem today.
I know. Well, I noticed. Yeah. What did you do? Did you clean your lens?
No, the lens is fucking fine, dude. I never touched the lens. It's because remember the microphone was like right here, so it would
yeah.
So I worked with Ben. I'm like, dude, we got to fucking fix this.
Oh,
so
nice.
The microphone's actually way up over my head, but we were able to turn the mic so it catches my voice and turn up the gain. So it should sound good, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds fantastic. Good. Absolutely, it sounds fantastic. Guys, coffee prices are exploding, up 22% in the past year, the biggest jump of any food item on the planet. So if you enjoy coffee, it's the highest price it's actually ever been. Arabica beans have surged over 50%, and experts warn a single cup could hit $8 to $12 by year's end. Marty, when's the last time you were in Starbucks?
Probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
What did it cost for a coffee today?
I get straight black coffee, medium, $3.13.
Is that what it is, eh? Wow, $3.13. Yeah. I've told the story before.
There's gonna be a time, brother, where you don't even fucking know what shit costs. I was gonna say I love fucking coffee. I have no fucking clue what it costs. No fucking clue what we pay for it at the house. No fucking clue what it costs for Starbucks.
In my defense, Johnny, for you started
it is literally $3.13. That was like on the money, baby.
I only know that because I get it. So like that's the only thing I get from Starbucks. I don't get anything else. That's the only reason I know it.
Johnny, it's the only thing he admits on the show that he gets at Starbucks.
Oh nah, if you think I'm getting big bag coffees in Starbucks, you got the wrong guy.
No. Marty's like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks to get my coffee, and then next door I might just trickle into Crumbles cookies to get myself a box.
Nah, you know what? I haven't spent a dime at Crumble Cookie.
I know you have. I admit that I have. So I'm just the one who's I'm throwing coffee at my brother over here. But I'll tell you guys, back to coffee for a quick second. Lauren and I were in wherever we were, Ecuador, Peru. I don't know, a couple years back, and I saw them like making a cup of coffee is a lot of labor. John, do you know how they make a cup of coffee? Like the labor involved with getting the coffee bean. There's a ton of labor, man.
You know what I
I'm serious.
know about coffee that I don't like is that, and I love coffee.
Yeah.
But I believe, and forgive me if I'm wrong here, but I believe the US is the only fucking country that allows beans that are fucking moldy to be imported.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. All I know is how
Ask Rock. I mean, I know we're one of them. I don't know if we're the only. But that's nasty shit.
Hey, Glock, does the United States allow moldy coffee beans into the country? And is there such a thing, or what's the issue with moldy coffee beans, Grok?
Well, the US does allow some moldy beans in if it's minor spots and below defect levels set by the FDA. They're cleared as safe. But over that, like if it's heavy ochratoxin mold, the stuff that messes with kidneys, they get rejected at customs. Big importers test first to dodge the hassle. Honestly, it's not moldy paradise, just practical. Most countries do the same quietly.
There you go. So you nailed it, Andersen. There certainly is an issue going on there.
What I do in my coffee makers is because you can adjust the temperature of the. So I fucking crank temperature all the way up, hoping that it'll fuck up that mold.
Oh yeah,
have moldy coffee.
I see Matty Roof Kindness Rising, 7:30 Eastern time. So much labor to get that goodness. The amount of labor it takes to get a coffee bean, it's actually quite incredible. It's human labor. Like it's humans picking the plants. It's a chair. It's not a vegetable fruit, but it's a bean. It's a bean.
It starts off with red on the outside.
Yeah, but the bean's inside of the thing that you pick. You're not just sending some machine down the aisleway there and grabbing everything off the trees. It's quite a laborious experience. Speaking about laborious experiences, here's a question for you guys, and I think this is a controversial question for many still today. The flu. What's your opinions on the flu? Exist? Not exist? Yeah. Do you ever get the flu, Johnny?
I mean, fuck, we've all got the flu, I would think.
Yeah. So there is now a Oh, good. Just like that. My mouse has decided to die on me right now, so I'll keep talking for a quick second. There's now going to be a piece of gum that you can chew to, not gum, but you actually apparently can.
Imagine detecting the flu just by chewing gum. That's a new scientific breakthrough. The secret is a molecular sensor that reacts with the flu virus in your saliva. Yeah. If it finds the virus, it releases a thyme-like flavor so you know instantly. No swabs, no waiting, no stress. Just chew, taste, and know. It could help spot flu before symptoms even start, stopping outbreaks early. Lab tests show it works in under 30 minutes and it's safe for human cells. Now researchers are moving to full clinical trials to prove it works in real people. Back to you guys in the studio. John, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah, chew some gum. Decide if you get the flu.
Well, I mean, it's number one, it'll be interesting to see if it works because it's a virus. You know,
it's fascinating to me.
Yeah, because there's different types. So the flu, like if you have a bacteria, you know, or an infection, you can get an antibiotic, but the flu, you can't. You don't get a virus with the antibiotic. So I'm very curious to what it is in that gum that
we'll decide. We'll find it out. Yeah.
Figure out if that's going to hit a virus, because normally you got to let a virus run its course.
Yes. Talking about running its course. So something from Sterling and Preston to put on the table for us all to talk about it, and it's related very much to our audience, and I think it's related to what we are doing here every single day on this show. And this one struck me. This one struck a chord with me, actually. New global data reveals men in their 40s are experiencing record levels of stress. Marty, right on the corner, bro. That's why I'm glad we're having this conversation. Record levels of stress, loneliness, and depression, marking one of the most severe mental health crises for this demographic in decades. Sterling and Preston, what do you got?
Yeah.
None. Okay, cool. So I saw some notes here. That's why I asked. So guys, 60% of men are reporting moderate to high stress, the highest rate in years. And guys, 1 out of 4 show signs of clinical depression. In other words, John,
but think about this. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
yeah.
God damn it. I mean, so our brains are like this is crazy. This comes up because like today was one of the first days that I looked. I shouldn't say looked. I executed my morning differently. With the idea that I was gonna be because you know when our brains are not used to just fucking going all of these 1,000 different ways, but it's so easy for that to happen. And so I had kind of let myself slip into with new projects. Every time I start a new business, I slip back into this because there's a sense of urgency. Getting the fucking thing is I want the thing up and fucking kicking ass right away.
Yes.
And so, of course when that first happens, I got to let it go. But now we're kind of settled in and I'm like, okay, time to fucking, get back to not getting overstimulated too early in the morning. Right. So today was the first day and I don't know, probably a couple of months where I was like, okay, not today. I don't have to do this today. And what a fucking difference it's made in my mental peace.
Interesting. Just because you didn't get to start running.
Yeah, because it's like we're not supposed to be up and having our fucking brains, going 1,000 miles an hour like that.
Yes.
And so I guess what I'm getting at is that most people wake up and they're on their email, they're doing this, they're doing that, and all that they're doing is they're basically programming their minds in a way that's taking them down a stressful rabbit hole. And if you do that every day, how can you not fucking become stressed out and depressed? So I spent some time reading these studies and reading some of the knowledge around it. And I got to be honest, guys, it made me quite sad. Like Marty, there's a lot of men in our 40 to Keith and Johnny's there. Let's round Keith and Johnny at 55, even though we're years beyond, ahead of that. But let's go 40 to 55. So Marty, just around the corner for you. 60% are reporting moderate to high stress. Around 23% are leaning into severe depression. Half of the men in this group lack sufficient support, and men aged 40 to 59 show the highest suicide rates among age groups. Why? Okay, so real quick.
Yeah.
Out of that fucking group, how many are exercising?
Well,
that's secondly, how many are actively doing something for their peace of mind? My guess is a very fucking small percentage of those people that are in that study.
Well, so I'm with you, Anderson, which is why why I really wanted to lean into this and make some content that if we can chop it up and get it out there and offer an invitation, because, some of the issues behind this, John, is social isolation, right? A significant proportion of men lack strong social networks or supportive friendships. That's why I brought up you holding a hand this weekend, right? There's guys that are reluctant to seek help. That cultural stigma, the traditional gender expectations. For example, John, I'm not going to hold a guy's hand. You're like, fuck that, man. If you're stressed and you need me to hold your hand to make you feel good, I'm taking your goddamn hand, right? And too many men are still this adage of toughing it out. Now, listen, we talked stoicism, we've talked empathy. I'm okay with toughing it out, but there's empathy and then there's toughing it. You can do both. It's John, empty or empathy, right? Empty is without action.
Well, and the thing about it, so here's a little update to that situation, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, I think it was Friday night. I can't remember which. There's a brewery right across the way.
Yeah.
Has live music. So we went over there. Tara and I wanted to have dinner and watch a band play.
Yes.
And he basically ends up, who comes in? Here comes, Davey comes walking in with his keeper.
Yeah.
Right. And so they see us and they come sit with us. The bond that he and I have, because of that moment, was noticeably different.
100%.
Noticeably.
100%.
And, he came up and, you could just feel the vibe that created, that broke down some barriers, created a bond, whatever language you want to use for it. But that's the kind of shit right there that plays into, a happy, healthy person. We don't have enough of that.
At all. Frankly. And you know what? And here's what's so Marty, looking at you, brother, I didn't mind, and I don't mind the emphasis that our defense secretary of the United States is putting into a culture improvement, perhaps, right? Having men be strong, be effective, be efficient. But we still have to have feelings, and that to me is where sometimes I think we get lost along the way, and that's why I'm glad to have this conversation, man, because I just 67% of effective men have never sought professional help and won't because of the stigma, Marty, which is I got to tough it out, brother. And something else you said too, and Johnny actually said it. One thing I appreciate you, Marty, is that you talk about all the layers to you. Like you're not afraid to talk about God or scripture, about all the layers to you, where some men or some folks I know will just share 80% of what they are, right? Like there's all parts of you, Marty.
Yeah, you got to own it.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to own it, man. And 9 times out of 10, there's probably guys like you. So I don't even understand why guys hide it. You know what I mean? There's if you have a certain mindset and you find that to be rare, that's probably a good thing.
Yes.
You probably have an elevated mindset. That's why you and Johnny like me,
That's wait a minute, Johnny.
But real quick though, seriously though, there are a lot of guys my age who can't relate to the things I'm talking to or a lot of the my thoughts. Like they don't get it. So, I kind of am isolated at times. So that's why, I seek guys like you, Johnny, and guys my age group who think like me.
Yes.
Well, in the what we're talking about, these men that are afraid to, basically, I guess you say pull their pants down, so to speak. It's because they're still following the rules.
Mm-hmm. Well said.
Break the fucking rules, man. You don't go to jail for breaking the rules. You fucking go to jail for breaking the laws. The rules are trying to keep you fucking suppressed.
So, Johnny, for people watching for the first time, what are the rules? What is that?
So the saying is this. It's basically, and it's not my saying. Arnold Schwarzenegger said this. First time I heard it, it just fucking peeled my cap. So he said, if you want to be a savant, you got to break the rules. The rules of society don't control you. You don't have to follow the rules. Don't break the laws. You break the laws, you go to the clink, you go to jail. You break the rules, that's where you're going to do great shit.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'll tell you what else I like. Johnny, do your knees click ever?
No, because I understand how to use them in the proper pathway so that they're healthy.
I will tell you that mine have clicked and they've grinded from time to time, especially when I go up the stairs and but knees clicking, most noise is harmless. But guys, knowing when to train and when to check out is pretty important. Jimmy, I think we got a clip to open up this conversation around clicking knees and guys, what we can do about clicking knees and what it means and when to see a doctor or when to ask questions of Jon Andersen. Jimmy, let's run that opener.
What if the sounds your body makes aren't a warning sign, but a misunderstood language you were never taught to speak? The fear of that single pop can be paralyzing, convincing us that our best days are behind us and that we should stop pushing. But what if the science told a different story? The latest evidence is flipping the script on what these sounds actually mean for our future. It's about learning to listen differently and responding not with fear, but with focused, intelligent training that builds you up. Don't let a sound stop you. Let's unlock your true potential.
It's called Crepitus. I never knew this. Crepitus, audible or palpable crackling, popping with knee movement, often gas bubbles, tendon glide, or rough cartilage surfaces. I'll be straight. I go up the stairs. My knees grind. My right knee grinds, and I hear the grinding
because you've used it out of its pathway too much.
Yeah. So educate me, please. I want to learn about this. And I'm curious.
Okay. So what you ever see where they're building a neighborhood? They got these fucking huge yellow machines out there moving around dirt.
Yes.
Right? Like you walk up next to it and you're not as tall as the tire. Those are the ones we used to flip in strength. Yeah. So these machines, they do an amazing job, and they'll do that amazing job for a long fucking time if you use it within its design. Part of its design is to only operate on dirt because it's four-wheel drive and the differentials. Those big tires have to have slippage. In the dirt, they'll slip.
Oh yeah.
Take that fucker on the pavement and try to do that. It'll put so much stress on those differentials and the transmissions. It'll either break or something will basically stress out so much that it just won't operate properly. So most people have never learned enough about their body and the joints and how to use the joints in the proper pathway. The squat being a perfect example. Most people have never been taught to squat. The people that have been taught to squat haven't been taught properly. Very, very, very few people understand the proper mechanics of a squat, and it's not the same for everybody. Here's a perfect example. Try this. You love to do weird shit, right?
Yeah. Tell me.
You got shoes on?
I do. Yeah, right now.
Take them off.
Well, I'll tell you something. Actually, I'm being serious, Johnny. I'll tell you something. Like my right foot, my gait on my right foot. Like I actually walk. I don't know. You see me walk for my walk is a little different. Like my right foot, like I have a certain gait to it, and it's actually unique, Johnny.
So now that your shoes are off,
yes.
I don't want to see your shoes.
Oh, okay.
What to do with your shoes?
Yeah. Okay.
I just want those fuckers off.
So now I'm like this. I had lifts in my shoes, Marty. So now I'm this tall.
Okay. So now what you're going to do is basically pull up, put your feet in a stance like you're going to squat.
Okay.
Pull your toes off the ground.
Yeah, on my heels, back on my heels. Yeah.
So you're the only weight is your heels and your balls of your feet, right?
You know, it's interesting, and I
haven't finished yet, dude.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
You're too goddamn excited here.
Yeah, I am.
True story.
Now just pretend like you're holding a bar, right? Arch your chest. Now what you're going to do, don't squat real deep because you might feel like you're going to fall backwards. Just kind of ease down. But don't do it yet. Hold up, dude. Jesus Christ. You're not a good student. God damn it. Listen. I don't want you to think about bending your knees. I want you to think sending your butt back as the first movement. Your knees will bend as a side effect, positive side effect. That loads your heels.
Oh, yeah.
Now go down nice and slow. You're going to feel a difference in what muscles are working and how the squat feels. Just go down nice and slow so you don't fall on your ass. Go ahead.
I can already sense a difference, John. 100%.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's the knee was not designed to be front loaded. If you're on your toes, it's front loaded.
Well, I'll tell you what
you're doing.
Yeah.
You're sending the stress through the knee the way it's supposed to, you're not loading the patella tendon. And the crazy part is you're going to get more to your squat because more muscles are working. You're going to feel like if you start just wrapping out some short squats, you're going to feel some, when I say short, just not so deep so you don't fall, because you got to get used to the balance points. You're going to feel a whole different set of muscles working on top of the ones you did before. So you're actually going to be harnessing more muscles in the squat, more bang for the buck.
I could already see it was different, but I got to ask Mr. Martin over there, somebody off camera, what's been so hilarious there, Marty? Mr. Little man over here?
I'm laughing at you and I'm laughing at my mom at the same time. So it's
your mom's squatting too?
Keith performing a squat.
Well, no, but here's what I've already noticed, John. I've already noticed this because I can already tell you. So, because I notice when I squat, and I have been squatting up until now, like my right knee goes out, John. Like it actually goes out, right? So, but until you just coached me on being really intentional, I like if I squat naturally, here I'll just do a natural squat for myself. I find my right knee starts to twist out. And I can tell that it's affected my walking gait, right? So I like your recommendation. When I do my squats tomorrow, I'm going to lean into that heel and that intention, and actually might even not worry too much about weight and worry more about movement, Johnny.
100%. And the thing is, once you get it down, you'll be stronger. Yeah. You'll be weaker at first till you get it down. Let me tell you a story that's attached to this tweak in technique.
Yes.
A guy comes to me. This is when I have my gym. He comes to me and he's like, he's basically a marathon runner. He says, look, I've been running marathons for about 10 years and my fucking knees are shot. I barely going up and down steps. It's more comfortable for me to go down steps backwards. He said, I would love to, I want to put some muscle back on. And he goes, but I can't squat. And I was like, all right, well, what's your background lifting weights? He goes, I used to play D1 football. He was a fucking strong safety. So he was actually he probably lost 80 pounds when he was running, Anyway, so I said, look, dude, are you open to me restructuring your technique? Because I think if we restructure your squat, and keep in mind, he came from a big program.
Okay.
But he went at a time where this stuff, like now even now, they don't always teach squat properly. But anyway, one of my buddies I used to compete with, just got hired at the Bears. And he was like, fuck, man. He goes, nobody was teaching these guys to squat in a way that was saving their knees.
That's insane, man.
Works for the fucking Bears. Crazy. It's just a very little known thing. If you don't get deep into this stuff, nobody anyway. Yeah. So he said, yeah, I'm open. He goes, I would love to be able to squat again. Right. So I started teaching him this. I only let him squat with a broomstick for a while, then to the bar. 6 months later, he was squatting 225, 275 very comfortably, no knee pain, going up and down steps, no issues. So we regenerated his knees by using them in the proper pathway.
This is interesting. Go ahead, Marty. Sorry.
I was going to say that's the thing. When you learn those proper squat mechanics, that carries on later into your life. So you probably won't develop these.
Now, when you sit on a toilet,
issues.
You're going to sit on a toilet properly. Everything you do, you'll do properly now, Keith.
Exactly.
So once you learn to do the squat, every time you sit in a chair, every time we go to the bathroom, you're going to end up just second nature, subconsciously using the knee in the proper pathway, which will basically keep it where you'll actually regenerate for a while. It's going to strengthen because you've got weak areas, because like that thing that's fucking scooting out of because you're using out of it's become developed. It's kind of, I don't want to say degenerated, but very possibly it's created a weak, that's why it's doing it. You got some weak shit in there because you've been doing it wrong. Like that machine that big machine that drove on the pavement, his differentials are ready to fucking explode. And it doesn't do the same job.
Yeah. Well, no, this is helpful because I know even when I climbed Machu Picchu, Inca Trail, I was heavier. And I noticed when I was heavier, I had more issues with my knees. Obviously, because I was carrying more weight. But I can tell that even just like the gait of my walk has, I'm going to say changed a little bit, but I'm looking for a word, John. I think because
your body is working around that problem.
I was just gonna say, like I'm
that will go away. In 6 months that will be gone.
I think what I've learned from this conversation is that because I've been doing it incorrectly for the last little while, however long it's been, is that my body has been compensating, and to your point, it's been pushing my right knee out, right, and and putting loads in other parts of the body because this right knee is not acting properly. You're absolutely right. So I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm not gonna focus on weight. I'm gonna focus more on the intentional movement around it instead of the actual weight on the bar. Would you agree that's a good approach?
Yeah, 100%. Here's the thing that's really cool is that you're going to notice you're going to get sore in places you never got sore the way you were squatting before, which means you're going to get more benefit out of the squat, even when you're going lighter, learning this new technique.
Yes.
And then when you get up to speed, you'll be stronger. It's almost like we've added 3 cylinders to your motor. You just learn how to use them.
Yeah. Well, and I love the squat. I've said it a million times. I think it's the most honest, one of the most honest lifts we as humans can do, right? Yeah. And because it's just so raw and honest. And guys, strong legs, smart signals. Listen.
You want another squat tip on that? So here's a doozy.
Yeah, tell me.
See, what people tend to not understand is when the squat makes the whole body strong. Why?
Yes.
Because it never gets a fucking break.
That's right.
A deadlift, there's breaks. You put it down, it touches down, the body gets these. Even if you just touch and go, it's a minute little break.
Yeah.
So try to do a set of squats with a full 5 fucking seconds standing at the top in between each rep.
So AJ had me doing those, Johnny, a while back, and I really enjoyed them. And he actually called them 21s. And what he had me do is he had me do 21 reps, 777, but a multi-second hold after every second. So 7 at the top, 7 at the middle, 7 at the bottom. So as I was squatting, I would hold, and then hold, but constant holds, right? And holy fart, did that ever fucking work because of the time under tension? I think to your point, Mark, am I correct?
100%. And you can even do it just at the top.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you see here, when you're sitting at the bottom and in the middle, your legs and hips are working like a motherfucker. At the top, it's just your whole body having to stay, you're just, everything has to stay really. So it's a different type of what you were doing. He had you doing the middle and the bottom was more focused on the legs and the hip. You take that out of there. Yep. Now it's just the whole body has to stay tight. To do it.
Yeah. I also enjoyed, he taught me too, John Marty, was when I did some shoulder presses under the barbell though, but a very similar type mechanic, time under tension, but holds. So 21, 777, tall, medium, short, but a hold in each place to put more time under tension under my shoulders.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking brutal, dude. Oh yeah. I got a buddy of mine who he's a fucking stud. I mean, just, fucking stud. People are like, there was a period where I believe he was totally clean, and, we get older, we get TRT shit like that. But I was like, listen, you can say whatever the fuck you want because who gives a shit what he's taken or not taken? He will still kick your ass and he'll kick everybody's ass. It doesn't matter what they're taking. But this dude, I mean, I never tried this in my peak, but keep in mind, he's older than me right now, and he can still do this. That's what's so fucking amazing. He's 4 years older. He can go to the bottom and hold the bottom of the squat for 30 fucking seconds.
Whoa,
but I haven't told you the whoa part yet.
I was just going to say with probably hundreds of pounds on his back.
405, 4 fucking plates aside. Unbelievable, dude. He showed me the video. And he's starting to count, it's like he put the little counter on the fuck. I'm thinking, oh, God, he's going to be down there for at least 10 or 15 seconds. Fucking blowing by that. I was like, holy shit. He came up actually fairly strong, so he probably could have held it a little longer. My guess was he had probably something in his hip was starting to tighten up at a rate where he knew he had to get out of there.
Ah, okay. That's my 3 rep max 405 when I was Husky Keith.
Well, I guess then the question is, was it a legitimate squat?
I'd like to say yes. I did it with AJ and Craig Slomwhite. I think we actually have a recording of it, but I'm like you, John. I like my depth. I'd say that that was at my peak there. Actually, I think it might have been around the time I sent you guys that video of Husky Keith there, but I was
I was
dabbling.
going to say, because if that was the video, that wasn't a legit squat.
No, I know, because I didn't get that. I didn't get that low at all. I'm with you, Anderson. Yeah, I'm with you there. And I was actually, it was funny because it was bench. I was quite neurotic with AJ about making sure I get the depth right, because it's too easy not to get the depth. But I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. How do you not get the fucking depth on a bench press, for Christ's sake?
I've seen enough guys, dude. I've seen enough men.
But we're not talking about enough guys who have no fucking clue what they're doing. People don't go deep enough on a squat because they're fucking afraid of getting down and not getting up on a fucking bench press. Dude, Jesus Christ, it's so easy to touch your chest.
I've seen some guys get on the bench. Marty, you have as well. Go, and go, yeah, done. I'm like, what the fuck was that? They didn't even fucking press anything. Marty, you know what I'm talking about.
But look at him. Why are you fuck?
I know. But no, I am saying that I was my 405.
Hold on. If somebody starts to have a conversation with you about depth, and then you realize they're talking about the bench press, leave.
Yeah. It's funny because I know one dude, his name's in my head right now, and I'm thinking back to Focus years ago. There was a dude that was always about, wasn't too depth on my bench. And you're right, Johnny, in hindsight, I should have left that conversation.
Yeah, there's like science to half reps on the bench now.
You see the dudes in the gym and like, oh yeah, I can score 4 or 5. And then you watch them, they walk it out and they get all fucking pumped up. They got fucking knee wraps on and fucking belts, everything's wrapped up. And it's like they crack their fucking knees and they are immediately hitting the brakes, all they're trying to do is crack the knees and get back up without it fucking smashing them.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like you're not actually descending. You're cracking the knees and you hit the accelerator already trying to get back out of there.
Brandon Jensen, Johnny can help you out, I suspect. Why don't you go connect with Johnny over on get him offline here. John, I'm looking for some TRT or something. Can you recommend a safe site? Maybe some folks that might, some people out there that might be able to help.
Absolutely.
Brandon Jensen.
Just tell him to jump on my Instagram.
Yeah, and Brandon, you connected with John on Friday, I believe, as well, brother. So I'm glad you're showing up here on the show with us every single day. But guys, Marty, any final comments on clicking knees, Marty?
You know what? On Friday, my site was down. Interestingly enough, I didn't share that with you guys. Holy shit! So GoDaddy seemed to not be pleased with the word peptide in my URL. So I had to change that. So now basically instead of max performance peptides, it's max performance, the number 4, and then YOU. And then the second one that one's we're still getting back up. The other one, which if Brandon, you want to go check it out, is max performance 4U, which YOU wholesale.
My recommendation, I'm going to take a page from Anderson, Marty. I'm going to oversimplify it. Just go connect with Jon Andersen on Instagram. Just go find him.
The simplest way.
And just find John on Instagram, DM him, period. Don't even worry about URLs, websites. Just go find Johnny on Instagram.
They'll walk you through it after that.
That's it. That's exactly it. All right. So guys, let's do this. Let's do it. Jimmy, we're going to do a reset on hour 2 here. So I'm going to do a little pivot here. Marty, what are you up to, brother? You sticking around for a little bit? You got to rock and roll.
I got to rock and roll today.
What do you got going on today, Marty? What's on the agenda today, Marty?
I got a call coming up after the show for the new business.
Yes.
So I think that's going to be a close.
Nicely done.
And then we got a workout.
Nicely done. Any big back?
What do you got? A new business cooking? What is it, brother?
Social media management.
So you're getting another job, or you're hiring somebody?
No. This is me, and then I'm trying to build a team around it.
Yeah, so he's actually leading.
Oh, you're building a social media company. Good for you, brother. I was like, Jesus Christ, if you're going to get another fucking paycheck, I'm gonna have to reach through this.
No, Johnny, he's got some good shit going on, man. I was checking out his stuff for the weekend. Marty's got himself a landing page.
Baby.
You got content. He's promoting himself. You need help. You need help in the social media space. The young buck himself, Marty, will help you out, man. Content, strategy, everything. See Marty Fit Social Strategy. I think it is. Is that what it is, Marty?
See Marty Media.
See Marty Media. That's exactly it. Yeah, Johnny, check it out, man. There's some good stuff there. So Marty's getting out.
Johnny,
good shit, my brother.
I listen when you yell at me, Johnny. You know.
It's true. I know.
I never yell at you, my brother.
It's just love.
No. He doesn't yell. I'm just hyping it up.
It's just love.
And I'm just giving you the keys to the universe. That's all I do.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Marty, say hi to mom for us. How's mom doing? Is mom good?
Yeah, mom's doing good. She's right there. She's ready to eat breakfast. She just got her workout in.
Did you cook?
Mom, what'd you do? Some cardio, Mom? Or did you lift weights? She did cardio, so she's ready to eat some breakfast.
Nice. Nicely done, Mom. All right, brother from another mother. Lots of love, brother. Big back activity. Our brother Marty from another mother going to get after it today. Looking forward to hanging out with you again tomorrow. Have a good one today,
yes,
kid.
All love. Yeah, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. See you tomorrow, man.
Have a good loop, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, we're going to walk Marty out of here. Let's do a reset on hour 2. Johnny can go for a quick little break for whatever 60 seconds or so. And we'll come back and we'll get into some conversations around from lazy to limitless. And Johnny, did you know? Have you ever pissed on a tree stump, Johnny?
Fuck, I pissed on a lot of shit. I have to imagine if there was a stump, I would pee on it. Although I got to say though, when I'm looking for something to pee outside, I'm looking for something that I don't want it to splash and hit me. So if a tree stump, if it was like angled, I would pee. I'd stand on this side and I would pee on the downside so it would splash away from me.
Well, so okay, so Melissa, I hear you. So John needs to stick around for hour 2 transition. Apparently, I don't know what you're talking about. So apparently, there's something here that's maybe related to you. All right, so we are
real quick. I got to be out just like 3 minutes before 6:30.
We'll get you out of here. 100%. We'll get you out of here for sure. Okay, so Jimmy, let's do a reset here. Hour 2. Johnny, stick around for a quick second, see what's coming up here, and then we're going to talk in the second hour a bunch of things, including one of the topics, John. Apparently, if we pee on tree stumps, it's a great way to kill the tree. Yeah. So I don't know. We're going to learn about
Isn't
it.
Isn't it already fucking dead?
Well, but if you want to get rid of your but there's a lot of work to get the stump out of the yard, so you can just piss on it.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, lifestyle. Thanks, Jimmy, for keeping me honest here. Lifestyle tip, Jon Andersen. Reset hour 2. Jimmy, let's do the lifestyle tip with Andersen right now.
All right, coffee break is almost over. Time for John's lifestyle tip.
Tomorrow's success is planned today, which means, did you plan your success yesterday? It's Monday. Did you spend some time looking at today, last night, making sure that things were going to go smoothly? Now, your definition of success is your own definition. Maybe it's being on time. Maybe it's making sure you get your workout in. Maybe it's whatever you want it to be. It's not about what your definition is. It's about, are you getting the shit done you need to get done to accomplish and achieve your success for the day? Me personally, every night before I go to bed, I write out what tomorrow looks like. It's already in my head. It's mentally planned. Now, it's not always going perfectly, but I've forecasted. I've registered what the potential pitfalls are. I've registered where things could go wrong and where I may need to pivot. And this little bit of preparation takes me 5 minutes, sometimes 2, makes all the difference. Because if we win our daily battles, you can't help but to win the war of life. And it all starts with planning tonight for tomorrow's success. So remember, tomorrow's success is planned today. Rock and roll.
Preston, our puppy's gonna mess with John's head. Yeah, it's not exactly gonna help our cause that neither of us are a catcher or pitcher.
At least we didn't name him.
Sure, but it's not like Maya did us any favors when she chose the name. Think John put her up to it? Could have been Jimmy.
All right, nation, meet pitcher.
Anyway.
Back to business. Hour 2 starts now.
Love it. Welcome, pitcher, to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Brandon Jensen, 100% John. Melissa, Producer Melissa on the words, man. That is fucking awesome. Pitcher, our new puppy with Preston and Sterling, neither a catcher nor a pitcher. Although our new dog, that's part of Mornings in the Lab, the official name is Pitcher. I'm just beside myself at how awesome this is going on right now. Welcome, everybody. You're back on hour 2 with Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends, your daily accountability partner, here to help you start your day with momentum and positive energy. And hey, guys, listen, heads up. There's a men's mental health crisis happening in the world right now, and we were talking about in hour 1. I'm going to throw something out to my boys on the show here right now. Brandon, Mike, good time. You guys know guys in your circle. Please do me a favor. Invite them to our show, our collective show. Just maybe knock on somebody's door, Jansen, and say, hey, maybe check out this morning show with Keith and Jon and Marty and the guys. And, you know, maybe we can help guys out there who are struggling. Maybe we can help guys out there who have nobody to talk to. Maybe we can help guys out there who need a place to belong. Maybe we can help guys out there who want to put their hand on somebody's back but don't know how to because of the awkwardness of it all. Well, you guys got a space here. It's called Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, Marty, and all of our friends. Hour 1 had it all, guys. Chewable flu tests, the truth about clicking knees. Jon taught me how to squat properly, and a real conversation about the silent mental health strain hitting men in their 40s. Guys, I was in my 40s. If I can help anybody in their 30s and 40s right now, I want to do that. Hour 2, guys, we're going to turn the corner into some fun conversation, interesting conversation, and some deep conversation along the way as well. The One Switch Challenge. I've got a question for you guys. What's one thing you can do this week that would flip your mindset? Might be that. B-Drive, I'm glad you're here, brother. Sully, I'm glad you're here too, guys. You know, while you guys may think that you get energy from me, I get energy from you guys. True story. It's a reciprocal thing. Very much so. Reloaded. We're going to get to nature's strangest fertilizer. Bernard's going to give us tips on how to kill tree stumps by pissing on them. Morning Focus. Habits that beat burnout before 8 a.m., before we jump into it. If you're new here, I invite you, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment, and tell everybody on the planet there's a morning show that gets up and gets after every single day called Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. 8 o'clock Eastern time, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Conversation to help men get up, hit their biggest, most audacious goals. All right, Jimmy, let's get into it, nation. Let's go.
What if the secret to unlocking your full potential wasn't a massive overhaul, but a single, almost effortless switch you flip each day? We all set ambitious goals, driven by a burst of motivation that fades, leaving us feeling stuck in the same old patterns, wondering why lasting change is so damn hard. Imagine anchoring one tiny 2-minute action to a habit you already do without thinking. A single choice that creates an unstoppable chain reaction of positive momentum. This week, you're not just building a habit, you're building a new identity. Are you ready to make the switch?
Small. Repeatable wins beat heroic bursts. I'm going to lean into what I did yesterday. I knew I had to get some stretching done yesterday, my Sunday. And I got a bunch of things I got to do today. I got a bunch of things on my list today. And like Good Time says, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate you, Good Time. Charlie joining us here every single morning. But guys, I was like, I got to get some shit done. My mental checkbox wasn't done. So you know what I did? I got 30 minutes of yoga done, but it all started with 5. True story. I worked 5 plus 5, and then I did 10, then I did 15, and I got myself to 30. But my point is that small repeatable win, it helped trick my mind into that heroic, I got to get 30 minutes done. So today I want to throw something on the table for everybody here on the nation. Charlie, Mike, Bernard, what's one habit keeping you from maybe achieving something successful this week? Maybe there's one thing. Maybe it's this idea of flipping one switch for 7 days and watching lazy turn into limitless. And Andersen, Johnny talked about it here in the first hour, how, you know, he said to me, and I know he's listening in right now, where I think it was last week, he was getting up and he was spending too much time getting into work mode, and the busyness of the day was overwhelming him and overcoming him. So I think his words were something along the lines of enough with that shit. And I got to re-grab my morning back and make a change. Interestingly enough, it's a switch, flipping that one switch. So the question I'd have for you guys, Rufy, Brandon, if you changed only one thing this week, what would it be? Right? And which switch would hit the hardest? Right? I got something coming up here from the comments here. I'm in a horrible place in my marriage and I've allowed it to destroy the rest of my life, my dreams, my goals, my happiness. I'm struggling because I don't have healthy men to talk to. So this show. Well, brother, I'll leave your name off it. I'm glad you're here. Brandon, I've been you. Charlie, I've been you. Bernard, I've been you. Sullivan, I've been you. As a matter of fact, I am you. I'm all of you guys, which is why we are here together, helping ourselves get up and get after it. And I'm going to offer the same thing that I offer to people every single day on this show. Text me, 431-300-3005. 431-300-3005. I have 2 ears that are awesome that can listen. Most importantly, send me a text. Let's get to know each other. And you might even find myself giving you my personal phone number and getting to know me. Right, Charlie? So guys, you're not alone out there, man. Trust me, you're not alone out there. To me, starting your day here on this show is the way to start. So if you need a voice, you need somebody to listen, you need somebody to offer grace without judgment, you need somebody who's perhaps been through your journey. Oh, fuck, I've been there. What is it? Divorce? Check. Made millions of dollars and lost it? Check. You know, have kids have left the house? Check. Whatever you want to call it, I've been there. And again, I think it's the reason that this show is having the success we're having is because of the honest conversation we have here. So who's your accountability partner? And how are you going to check in? Because you can do it right here on the show. Myself and John, you know, you've heard John say before, you know, he helped the guy go across the street and with holding hands here. So guys, I invite you. Exactly good time. True motherfucking story. So how I would leave this with you guys is this. Momentum loves clarity. So if you're scared to make a switch today or this week, I have an invitation for you. Don't be. Make that switch, text me, or come on this show and tell us what that switch was be, knowing that we got your back. Got your back. And if you're tuning into the show and lurking behind the scenes and not comfortable sharing publicly, I got you too. And John's got you too. Send me a note. Send me a text. Names stay off the board. We'll have a conversation. I'm no expert, but I have experience. I'm no doctor, but I have the wounds and the trophies to show and to share. So guys, momentum, it loves that clarity. I invite you today to pick one switch and decide what it's going to be. And hey, you want some help getting out of bed 7:30 a.m. with positivity? I know a young man that's been there too. His name's Matt Roof. Love that guy. He's struggled through grief, depression, substance. There's not many places you're going to find on the planet where you're going to have honest conversation like you have on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network with Rufy, myself, Andersen, John Petruccelli joining us on Friday. Guys, this shit ain't made up, man. This shit ain't made up. Brandon, you're going to go to your job site today. You're going to see a bunch of men in your world that are going to be all going through the same bullshit you're going through and not know where to look. It's true. It's true. And then they're all going to go home. They're going to put their head down. They're going to do what they do as a stoic man. Then they're going to get up and do it again the next day. And the next day. And then wonder why nobody's listening to us. Nobody's talking to us. So guys, we got your back. Right here every single day. Mornings in the lab. With Keith, John, Jimmy, Melissa, Rahima. So decide today, what's that switch? Let us help you make it happen. Jimmy, let's go next, brother.
What if the strength you've been taught to project is actually your biggest weakness? We're handed a playbook at a young age. Be tough, be self-reliant. Groundbreaking studies are now revealing a hidden crisis in men's mental health, linking emotional suppression to staggering rates of anxiety and burnout. The very armor we wear is suffocating us. But what if there was a way to reclaim your authentic self? A simple, science-backed method to build genuine strength and connection, one honest conversation at a time. It's time to drop the act. Your breakthrough is waiting.
John, a lot of guys have lies that we tell ourselves that keep us strong and they keep us stuck. Talk to me about a lie that you went through in your life that you kept telling yourself over and over and over. The segue from our last chat, and Brandon was very vulnerable and shared that he's in a horrible place right now and that he finds this show is giving him the energy to the positivity. But I think it leans back to, maybe, and Brandon, sorry, brother, because I've been you, so I'm gonna use you and I as an analogy here. I told myself a lie for a long time before I was able to publicly discuss it. Maybe it was similar to yourself, John, as you went through your addiction challenges where you kept telling yourself the lie. And then eventually something said, no, this lie is done. I need help. Let's talk about the lies that we as men often disguise, John, without asking for help. And maybe even leading into the conversation with Dave. Maybe Dave last week was telling himself a lie, and maybe it was you extending your hand. And I keep coming back to it that invited a metaphor into his life, which was like, okay, maybe this lie that I've been telling myself is over right now and I need more help. Let's talk about it, Johnny.
Yeah. I think for me, the lies that I would tell myself is there were problems that I had that I wasn't admitting to myself that I had.
And weren't taking your own responsibility for. Would that be fair for me to say?
Yeah.
Like you weren't owning them.
Yeah. I mean, trying to think of, obviously every time I had a pill addiction.
Yes.
I need this to perform,
Mm-hmm.
And
talk about food. I think food affects.
I was going to say then the next one that one came and went.
Yeah.
The one that's been my whole life is, and it became easier when I started to, speak out about having, like when I started to coach, I started to share, I have a food addiction, a sugar addiction.
Yes.
Right? I think when I came out, because, when I had those pill addictions, when you have that problem, you're not fucking talking about it and like it's a problem. Otherwise if you talk about it like it's a problem, you have no choice but to fucking deal with it.
Yes.
So once I started kind of pulling the curtain back on my pill issues, then I started realizing, okay, fuck, I guess I'm an addicted motherfucker. I've been addicted to something my whole life. Sugar was my first addiction. So I wiped out my sugar addiction, right? I just don't eat it. Right?
Yes.
But that didn't kill my food addiction. And so I would always like eating at night was something that, even though it's like, there's no food or eating it, standing in front of the refrigerator, anonymous, type shit. So it would be considered more of a, for many people, overeating at night is something that it's a problem. And yes, it can plague you. But like in my life, it was like something that plagued me more because, my life was training, nutrition, and all this stuff. For many people that have normal lives, overeating at night, made them a little tired, made them a little healthy, but it didn't actually inhibit progress. So I guess long and short of it is that once I started admitting my addictions to pills and substance, then it kind of was easier for me to admit my other addictions. And when I admitted those other addictions, it was easier, but still didn't cure the problem.
I think the greatest thing you've ever shared with me personally, you did it on the show, even before you even did it privately, not privately, even though we do it on the show here, is that when you said to me that your struggles going into the kitchen and standing in front of the pantry or in front of the fridge, wondering what you were going to eat.
I don't have a pantry, just for the
just a minute. But just standing in front of their kitchen like to use your word, a stupid son of a bitch going, okay, what am I going to eat now? And that struck me because I have done it, do it, and I guarantee you every single fucking person that listens to the show has done it as well.
Dude, so I just did it fucking yesterday.
I know.
What are you doing, dude?
I know, but it's so powerful because every man that wakes up to whether they're 30, 40, or 50, when we go and put a nice suit on or something, there's a point in that journey where you're like, fuck, I did it again. I stood in the kitchen and I made a bad choice. And that's why I've really been leaning into more in my life. I'm going to get into some of the comments, guys. I appreciate comments coming in about trying to get to bed at a reasonable time because the longer I stay up, the triggers make me eat. It's true. I've learned for me that every hour past 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, it's like every hour
gets harder and harder.
It does. So it's like, why battle it? Why not just go to bed? And then because I know in the morning, during the day, I don't battle that at all, frankly. And Johnny, listen to this, man. Listen to this. You're going to appreciate this. Brandon Jensen. I gave up drinking and drugs. I've cleaned up my diet and dropped 40 pounds. I'm back in the gym. And he's also admitted that he's battled pills himself. Brandon, you're on the right place with us, brother. And then Petrocelli says,
well, let me just jump in right there. I got to say, if you believe you're an addict, what you got to do is you got to realize you were given a fucking blessing. You've just misused your blessing. You got to connect your addiction to something that's going to make your life better, and you will be better off than most. I mean, I thank God every day that I'm an addict, because if I wasn't an addict, I wouldn't be as successful in everything. All I have to do is point my addiction at something new, and I'm going to fucking do it. Period. End of story. An addict will find a way to get his fucking drugs.
Yeah.
Well, I will find a way to get whatever that fucking goal is, because that's the addiction.
Dr. John Petrocelli, our bullshit professor. John, he's dropping knowledge here, man. I lied and bullshitted myself with every excuse in the book to avoid physical exercise until I realized I was just lying and bullshitting myself. And Petro, I'm with you, brother. I was there with you. Not so much on the physical side of things, but I joke about it all the time, and I laugh with Johnny about it until I found AJ to straighten me out. For the longest time, I tried to bullshit myself on what I could feed my body so that I could have a great physique like Andersen while eating shitty foods. And I kept convincing myself that it would work. Convinced that it would work. And then it's
and the media is giving you plenty of fucking convincing reasons that are 100%. Completely false.
And just constantly convince myself and just lying to myself, Petro, just constantly lying to myself. And that's why I love my AJ. He's like, all right, come back when you figure it out. And I come back, didn't figure it out because it doesn't work that way. So, but yeah, the lying to yourself, man, it happens. And the problem is that if we get into circles of community which perpetuate our lies, we don't move forward, do we, Johnny?
Well, yeah, and that's what you need. You need people that are going to fucking call you out. Like, I mean, some of you see some people and they're talking about XYZ, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this motherfucker is so far away from reality, but he believes this.
Yes.
You can tell when someone believes or they're just cutting a promo on themselves.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, big fucking difference.
Oh, big
like,
time.
Big
time.
This is fucking real.
Yes.
Or he's a really fucking good actor, but usually you can tell the difference, you know?
Yeah.
And it's because he existed in a universe. He eliminated everybody in that universe that would call him out.
Dude, I just got goosebumps, Andersen. So Brandon Jensen, get this. So just listen to me for a quick second before I walk you out of here. So Brandon just says to us a number of minutes ago that he's like, yeah, so I lost 40 pounds. I've struggled with addiction here, addiction there. To paraphrase it all, here's where he is now, brother. Like, this is just fucking awesome, man. That's why I love this show and this community. Yes, sir, Andersen. My new addiction is helping the homeless. Brandon Jensen. Every Friday, I cook and serve the homeless at a church. It brings me such happiness. And then he says, I believe helping the homeless is my calling in life.
That's fucking cool, brother. What I would suggest as an addict, I would suggest that you have a way to attach your addiction to something every day.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have something to attach it to every day, that addiction is going to find something to grab a hold of every day.
Yes.
And if you don't choose what it grabs, it will choose for you.
So before you go, I got one big topic for us. It's called pissing on dead trees, tree stumps. Jimmy, I know we got something there about this thing. Let's get into our conversation before we walk out Andersen out of here. And guys, before we do that, though, I quickly want to wrap up this talk around men's biggest lies, because, you know, there are truths that we avoid talking about, and which is why we have this show. But guys, real strength tells the truth. So do this. Say it once, then keep saying it.
What if the biggest obstacle in your yard wasn't the stump itself, but your approach to removing it? What if patience was the most powerful tool you never considered? You want results now. That stump has been mocking you for months, maybe years. Every quick fix feels like a compromise. Too expensive, too toxic, too much work. Learn to harness the microscopic army already at work. Give them what they need and watch an impossible problem slowly, steadily disappear. Master the art of strategic patience. Let nature be your partner, not your enemy.
Well, there you go. So nature's weirdest fertilizer, can pee really get a stump without chemicals? Well, it's a zero-cost, low-tox approach. Trades speed for simplicity using nitrogen, Johnny, to feed fungi and microbes that can decompose stumps naturally. So if you got a bunch of stumps, bottom line is this, bro, simplistic. If you got a bunch of stumps around your yard, just go start wandering around your yard and pissing on them. And then over time, they're all going to die.
Well, they're already dead. We're talking about them disintegrating.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, I'm misusing the word dead, but if you're looking to get rid of them out of the yard, so I got stumps in my yard that either one of two things I got to do. I gotta grind them down, chop them out, or go have somebody pull them out. Or now I've learned, Andersen, I can just walk around my yard and just piss on them, and just over time they're all going to be.
But everybody, keep in mind, there's a good chance that thing will still fucking be there and hasn't actually disintegrated in your lifetime. This is not a fucking piss on the stump and it's going to be gone before fucking Christmas type thing.
Arbor advice from Jon Andersen this morning.
Well, I'm just saying, this sounds really fucking misleading. You know, Jesus Christ, we want to provide accurate information here.
This is a slow win thing, brother. This is all about teaching our nation to slow win. You're going to build patience and confidence, knowing that you're standing there.
Well, then that should have been the fucking lesson to peeing on the tree stump.
All right, the whole fucking segment didn't work. I thought it was fun, but Andersen.
Well, it's very interesting.
I know,
but it's just framed improperly. You know, I think I had no idea, but you know, Jesus Christ, I think we just need to be clear. You know, if somebody goes, "Oh yeah, this great show," and I learned if we start peeling these stumps, they're going to be gone. Well, fuck, not in our lifetime.
You know what's funny, Andersen? So Jimmy, Melissa has marked this 12 months from now. John. Yeah, so I heard you guys show back in 2025 where I'm pissing on my pea stumps and they're still alive. You guys aren't perpetuating truth on your show.
Yeah, so exactly. We try to purvey accurate information here. It's accurate, just has to be framed on this.
That's it. Hey guys, go connect with Andersen over on Instagram if you need some help with anything for personal improvements around the worlds of peptides and stuff that you know, maybe your typical doctor isn't getting you. And Johnny, I got something for you, brother. I'm gonna send you a text here today. I'm gonna connect you with a fellow that is a friend of mine. You guys are very much the same, but also very different. He lives his whole life jacked like you. He makes decisions that 99% of men won't make. Very similar to you.
Also in the peptide world?
No, but he's curious about it. Very much so. He's trained pro athletes his entire life. Yeah, he's in the pro space, but I think he could. I'll send you a text or a little voice message later today. He could use some of your knowledge, your wisdom, and maybe some of your questioning around. If you're not an average man, why are you acting like one? Because that's exactly how I left our chat with him on Thursday. And I said, I'm going to connect you with somebody that could probably. I think you can use some of his wisdom in his ears. So I'm talking very cryptically on purpose, but I'll send you some details later today.
Sure, I like it.
All right.
I like it.
All right, before you go, brother, good time, and pee on the stumps at night so your neighbors don't think you're nuts. Yes, and then and then B Drive says this, Johnny. I know the conversations that gets Nation talking here. Step it up a notch. Inoculate it with mushroom mycelium that will eat the outside layers, but not the hardwood in the core. There you go. All right, you got to rock and roll, brother. You got some meetings to go to?
Say again. I got a what?
So you got some meetings you're off to?
Yeah, I got to. It's of course it's. I just need a minute till I'm prepared to answer the phone. That's all.
You get after it because resourceful beats rushed. Feed the biology. Let nature work. Slow is smooth. Go piss on that stump and see what happens over time. The stump is not going to rot immediately.
That's
all
it.
Right. Get out of here, Anderson. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good loop, my brother.
Have a good loop, brother. All right, Jimmy, let's get him out of here. All right, guys. Johnny wrecked my pee on the stump fun. I do see the comments from my team here. There's no way clean urine could kill tree stumps. Not buying it. Well, so here's I think what Nation, this is what I have to do. I got a tree. So right outside this window, true story, right outside this window right here, there's a tree stump. Maybe what I need to do, Petro, is set a camera up on that tree stump and I need to piss on it. And then I think in 12 months from now, we're going to see if the tree stump is still around. I'm just wondering. It might be the way to go about it, guys, is I will go and piss in that tree stump because we could actually decide whether nature's weirdest fertilizer, Keith's piss, will kill the stump. There you go. Great conversation happening every single day right here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Yeah, peeing on stumps, peeing on tree stumps to help us get shit done. Okay, Jimmy. Well, listen, I think we are going to put a little pass on our focus topic here today. And instead, Jimmy, we're going to get right into the community corner and see what's happening over on LinkedIn, Substack, and YouTube in the community corner side of things. Jimmy, let's get after it, brother.
Community, this is Maya.
Hey, Nation. I'm excited to get to know you all and help Keith celebrate creators.
Hey guys, phone lines are open. You guys can join the show with us live right now or in the Mornings in the Lab live community. Yep, true story. 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. And awesome, guys. Hey, listen, if you're not on Sora 2 yet, why aren't you not on Sora? I didn't talk enough about this on the show. I got invites for you. Come find me. Most importantly, use my head. Yeah, true story. Put my head in your content. Let's get the Handsome Chief's head bopping around the Sora platform. You can use my head in anything you want to do. No, we're not giving head. Use my head. Petro used my head this weekend to throw some footballs. The Billis head is open and available over on Sora. Come find me. Come find Mornings in the Lab. Come find Keith Billis. The Sora app is hot and exciting. Brandon Jensen, I'm with you, man. Great science experiment. Yeah, Mike Sullivan. Jack and the Pede Stumps. And then, guys, if you're not joining the show with us live right now, you're hearing this on demand, you can join the show live every single day. Good time. You tried it. Well, good time. You didn't connect with me, brother. Come and connect with me. Come and friend me. Come and connect with me. Come make some content. And hey, guys, as you're playing with the app, you don't actually need to use your own head. So if you're like, I want to make content, but I don't want to use my head, well, you can use Uncle Keith's head. It's available for use. Yeah, it's just free to use. The head's there. Just bop it around, do whatever you want to do with it, and the head will bring you lots of joy. Lot of joy. All right, it's time for the community corner where we are going to connect YouTube, LinkedIn, Substack. And hey, if you ever wonder why you procrastinate even on stuff you want to do, or how to keep up with the endless wave of new AI tools without drowning, and what if the secret to closing deals isn't talking more? Fuck. Really? Melissa, did you write this? I guess I'm out to lunch. Oh, but listening more. Oh, or listening better. Yeah, I think a lot of folks can listen better. True story. And hey, we got the real answers straight from creators who are walking the walk. Nation, let's dive into it right now. Let's start on YouTube. All right. Why you resist your own goals. Here's a wild one from Unconventional Man. Procrastination isn't laziness. No, it's rebellion. Yep. The video clip digs deep into why we push back on our own goals. Well, it turns out it starts early. When we were kids, we learned to hate rules because they came with shame. They came with punishment. They came with someone else's control. So as adults, when we try to set rules for ourselves, go to the gym, make the call, stick to a plan, our brain still bears that bully voice, not our own. What's the trick? What's the fix? What's the solution? Reclaim your rule. Reclaim it. Well, the video argues that when discipline becomes something you choose, not something you endure, well, you stop resisting and you start ruling your life. So, what is the one rule you are going to reclaim today? I suspect those listening right now, there's one little thing stopping you from achieving greatness today. One thing. And it might be that little story in your head. I got an invitation for you. Stop the story. Reclaim the rule. Make today yours. See what happens. Let's get over to Substack. How to find the right AI tool. Well, it's funny because they're changing every single day. So I don't even know if I think when I start telling this story, it's going to be irrelevant in a week from now. I'm this dude. If you've got 50 bookmark AI apps, yeah, I got a bunch of them, and no idea which one actually works, well, Daria Cuperano's got you covered. In her Substack article, she breaks down the top 15 AI directories and crowns 3 standouts. Apparently, there's an AI for this and there's an AI for that. Takes the top spot for depth and personalization. Toolify wins for speed and market insights. And I'm not going to go through all these guys because they are actually changing daily. Actually, by the minute, it seems like. So here's the invitation I have for you. Stop chasing every shiny new app. Maybe you want to find one that works best for you. Lean into it. Or maybe you want to build your own AI library. Pick one directory, organize your tools, and turn your chaos into clarity. Guys, what AI tools are you using most? And listen, if you need help with tools, or if you need help with being a tool, I can help you. And if you're not leaning into AI yet, here's the question. Why not? Nation, it ain't going away. I can help you lean into it, learn it, and own it. All right, let's keep it going here, guys. Let's keep it going here. Let's keep it going over onto LinkedIn. The deal that closed itself. Well, over on LinkedIn, Wes Renard tells a sales story that's pure gold. 90 minutes with a hesitant prospect, no hard sell, no pressure. Instead, he revisited their upfront agreement. You know what it was? It's okay to say no. Then he shut up and he listened. And she shared her real fears, her compliance issues, her change fatigue, the tech overload. And by the time she finished, well, she wasn't defensive anymore. She asked one magic question. And do you wonder what that question was? How do we get started? Okay, how do I get started? Wes uses that experience to remind his readers that sales isn't about clever words. It's about calm. It's about confident. It's about confident listening. Because when people feel heard, they start to trust you. When people don't feel heard, well, more than likely, they probably begin to ignore you. So from ruling yourself to mastering your tools to leading with empathy, every story comes down to one thing. One thing, nation. Ownership. So be everything. Guys, be accountable in everything that you do. And if you need help with that accountability, you know where you can find it. 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here Mornings in the Lab. But more importantly, if you're up early, you can get it at 7:30 with Matt Roof on Kindness Rising. So if you want your story featured on the Mornings in the Lab live network on the Community Corner with Maya, with Preston, with Sterling, with myself, I invite you. Here's the invitation. Follow us, connect with us, and tag us in your next post. Moving over to the comments here. Brandon, I have yet to play around with AI. Brandon, what's holding you back, brother? What can I do to help you? Where do you have your curiosity with it? Maybe you're curious about some of it. I'm happy to assist or to point you in the right direction. Mike Global says, John mentioned sharing personal thoughts with others allows others to open up and feel and find inspiration, redirection in the journey. It's true, guys. I will tell you in my experience. Sardoric, what's shaking, brother? Good to see Sardoric here in the lab this morning. I think Sardoric, Jimmy, he's joining us from Uzbekistan, I think, right, Sardoric? Good to have you on the show this morning. Global, I'll tell you though, man, I will tell you that in my experience, the more that I share with men in my world, the more they share back. It's incredible, actually. And I think it's many ways why Rufy and I connected, because we both are okay sharing. Share. No judgment. All grace. Share. Lean in. Hold a hand. Get feedback. All of it. All right, guys. We got a couple of creators we're going to shine the light on here in the Community Corner as part of the Creator Spotlight. Jimmy, let's get to the first one. Who are we going to celebrate this morning?
Have you ever watched someone build something massive while everyone else was still figuring out the basics?
Picture this, a logistics VP in Fargo, North Dakota, quietly cracking the code on LinkedIn growth while working his full-time job. Most creators spend hours each day chasing followers and burning out before anything clicks. But this guy built a system so efficient, it took him just 14 months to grow from 0 to over 23,000 followers. And he did it spending only 1 to 2 hours per week. He turned clarity into his superpower, helping founders and creators stop posting aimlessly and start building influence that actually converts. Mornings in the Lab is excited to celebrate Dustin, the brand strategist you want in your corner. Follow Dustin and discover how to turn your LinkedIn presence into a lead-generating machine.
Yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. Dustin Hauer. Boom, boom. We're celebrating here today. I'd like you to meet my new co-host, Maya, as part of the center stage. I'm sorry, as part of the Community Corner community. Dustin is a standout example of what happens when you don't wait for somebody and that perfect moment to start building something. Dustin started posting between meetings, between flights, between all the excuses most people use not to begin. And what Dustin built wasn't luck. It was clarity. It was consistency. And it was a system that worked. Now, nation, here's the thing. Dustin is proof. It's proof that execution beats overthinking every single time. And I know you guys leaning in right now to this show, like me, have been guilty of overthinking too much. So as Dustin said, execute. And as I invited you guys today, there might be one switch that you're looking to make this week, this month, this day, and you're reluctant to make. Here is your opportunity to execute today. Because that execution that you get after today will beat the overthinking that you're going to get after as you get through your day today. So maybe the invitation today is to change what you normally would do, which is overthink, and instead focus on executing. So Dustin, I got an invitation for you, brother. We got a little show called Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. And actually, it starts at 7:30 Eastern time with Matt Roof called Kindness Rising, right here on the Mornings in the Lab live network. And Dustin, we'd love to have you on the show, whether it's the Community Corner with Maya and myself and the team, or maybe it's Roofy with Kindness Rising. But Dustin, would love to have you in that awesome LinkedIn page. to come hang out with us in the community corner so you can celebrate somebody on an upcoming segment of the Creator Spotlight right here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Jimmy, Maya, who are we celebrating next?
What happens when you trade the fast lane for the jungle? When the noise of nightlife gives way to the quiet rhythm of nature? For one New Yorker, that moment of change became a mission. After years producing 7,000-person events and global gatherings, he walked away from it all after a family health scare that forced him to rethink everything. Then he built a retreat in Costa Rica that's transformed thousands of lives. In today's Creator Spotlight, we recognize Edward, who's inspiring people everywhere to build, live, and lead with purpose. Follow Edward. Learn how real growth starts from the ground up.
I am just... Nation, I'm seeing Maya and Maya's work for the first time like you all are. And I got to tell you, Bernard, have a great day, brother. I know you're back. I'm sorry. I know you got to get after it. I got to tell you, I'm just blown away. Maya, awesome stuff, man. Woo, baby. Good morning, Peaches. Yes, good morning, beautiful people. Hope y'all have an amazing day today. As always, stay strong and stay smiling, everyone. I love when Peaches hangs out with us and joins us. Peaches has been around with us for a long time here on the show. Peaches, how's that life expectancy work going? How's that face sitting going, Peaches? Hey, I got a good memory. True story. Hey, so Maya introduced us to some guy named Edward Zadelman. And guys, let's talk about walking away from everything that looks like success when it's killing your purpose. Well, Edward Zadelman didn't just move to Costa Rica. The guy rebuilt his life around something deeper. What was it? It's called regeneration. And I'm not talking about planting trees. No, we were talking about pissing on tree stumps in the previous segment. I'm talking about how he's helping people build ecosystems of dying tree stumps by us pissing on them. No, that's the other one, actually. Oh, good, Peaches. I'm glad you're all doing amazing. Your hubby must be quite happy if you're doing a lot of good sitting. I'm sure your husband's beyond himself because of all that sitting you're doing. You're probably like a chair. I'm thinking, Peaches, that's awesome. Melissa, never mind. I'm just doing my thing here, Melissa. True story. But hey, listen, Edward is talking about building ecosystems, businesses, and community. I get you. Because I know somebody's listening right now. They're just like, really? I'm like, yeah, fucking right, really. Edward is not talking about how he's... Edward went from throwing parties in New York to hosting transformation in the jungle. I wonder if Edward was pissing on tree stumps. I wondered if we walk through Edward's journey. Edward, actually, we got to have you on the show. That's the whole point of the celebration. Because if we have you on the show, we can wonder if you actually... Jimmy, just stop there. There's a path there I see on that picture where it looks like there's a bunch of just tree stumps that are dying. I suspect Edward was pissing on them the whole way. Yeah, because we learned today that urine is the best way to kill tree stumps. Oh, and Peaches comes in and says, yes, he is. I know your husband is very happy because his face is the chair. Loving the two-way street. Yes, I can imagine the people like, what the hell is going on? Exactly. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Well, you haven't been a regular listener to our show. Peaches is one of our OGs. Peaches has been around with us since maybe day 2 or 3. And Peaches has shared with us her struggles, the life expectancy work struggles. And one of the pieces of advice that we offered Peaches months ago, was just to have a seat on her husband's face. That just might help. True story. And yes, Edward Zadelman, Death of the World by P. So Edward, we'd love to have you on the show with us. True story. We'd like to ask you questions about your journey through Costa Rica. We'd like to ask how many tree stumps you pissed on. And then we'd like to give you the Creator Spotlight so that you can shine on somebody in your orbit. I'm going to enunciate all those words very intentionally. Because Zadelman, I know there's somebody in your world that you can go and celebrate. We'd love to have you here on the show. Brandon, I'm out, family. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and that you crush your goals. No, Brandon, I hope you do as well, brother. Brandon, let me say this before you go. I appreciate you. I appreciate your vulnerability. Most importantly, I appreciate your words. And I appreciate you hanging out with us here on the show like you do daily. And Peaches, definitely a true motherfucking story. Hey, Peaches, come find me on Sora. Are you on Sora yet? You can use my head. Yeah, my head's on Sora. And those of you that don't know, you can tag people's heads and make content. So my head is freely available. And Peaches, if you need an invite to Sora, I can get you an invite to Sora. We're looking to get the old handsome chief's head out there as much as possible around the platform, just bounce around and doing crazy shit. So, yeah, and as Good Time likes to say, just the tip. So you can only have the tip in my head. True story. Yeah, 100%. Come find me on Sora. Keith Bellis, come friend me, come find me, come make some great content. Brandon, have a great day, brother. A lot of love from you, man. Sorry, a lot of love to you. All right. Okay, guys, well, listen. Looks towards we're wrapping it up here this morning on the big show. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. I'm trying to sort out my cameras here for a quick second. I feel this need to, it's funny, I don't, if you're not in this business, so Ruth knows what I'm talking about. If you're not in this business of doing this entertainment thing in front of the camera, what I find tends to happen is that when you're doing this show, you tend to telestrate what you're doing to the audience. That's why I say my camera, my buttons. It's like you just feel like you have this need to enunciate it. Brandon, yes, thank you, Keith and friends. Peace. Peaches, I have so much to say, but I'll keep it all to myself. No, Peaches, we'd love to hear what you have to say. You can come say it over on Sora. Sora. Hey guys, favorite part of the show today? What was your favorite part of the show today? I think my favorite part, I'll tell you what mine was. My favorite part of the show was how we kicked it off. I really enjoyed that conversation with Jon, leaning into what he experienced with Dave last week and the hand-holding situation. And I bring it up because I just think it was so relatable to our conversations today, right? From lazy to limitless, the one switch challenge. You know, we talked men's mental health on the show today. We talked perceptions of how men are judged and how we're perceived. Just to some extent was part of our discussion here today. But it really struck me that, you know, Jon sharing something which would seem so innocuous, something so simple, holding somebody's hand, another man's hand, which became so magical with how somebody was impacted by that message. And it struck me that the men that reached out to me would be guys that you'd think, or that I thought would do it, but still had this, man, it was just, I don't know if I could do it. Like, what do you mean you don't know if you do it? I don't know if I can hold some guy's hand. They're going to think I'm gay or something. I'm like, no, like, what are you talking about? And the comment, again, it was just this idea that, man, to hear Jon do that made me feel comfortable next time I'm put in that position to do it myself. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I invite you to go back to the top of the show. We leaned into a very personal experience that happened last Friday. And then I guess I can say that, you know, middle of the second hour, we got into a conversation around addictions and about things that are holding us back. Brandon Jensen shared some very honest points. And we also talked about urinating on tree stubs. Yeah, true story. We didn't get to the how to beat burnout topic here today. We'll get to that one later on this week. I think we know that, I'll tell you guys how to beat burnout. Show up 8 o'clock Eastern time. Better yet, show up 7:30 Eastern time at Matt Roof. Peaches, we have great shows every single day. It's okay. You come back. We are on demand. True story. And hey, you guys can join the show with us live right now or in the Mornings in the Lab community. If you're not a member, I invite you to become a member in the community. Okay, so Jimmy, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to get to the outro. See, just tell us, just telecasting what we're doing. We started the day talking, guys, about men's mental health. Oh, yes, we got into chewable flu tests as well. And we got into what those knee clicks really mean. And John showed me how to squat better. And then we went deep on the one switch to make you limitless. So if you're ready to stop drifting, start dominating, remember, your whole morning, maybe today's the day your morning didn't switch. Maybe today was one of those days where you're like, I'm running a few minutes behind. Or I had a bunch of things I wanted to do today, but this got in the way, that got in the way already, and I can't get after it. It's never too late to start right now. I invite you, flip it. Flip a switch right now in your brain. Do something you weren't going to do. And tomorrow we're going to take it up another level with stronger every morning, the in the lab routine for real results. And we're going to break down the daily habits that build consistency, strength, focus. Inside and outside the gym, we're going to talk tech neck. What? Tech neck? Yeah, the cost, that screen time. Exposing the alpha myth that quietly burning men out and asking why people are wrapping their door handles in aluminum foil. True story. Peaches, do you wrap your door handle in aluminum foil? And then we're going to end it strong tomorrow with the accountability challenge that changed my life. Guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Peaches, you'll take care. Going to continue my decluttering day 1 of 14. I'll be doing pray for the hubby and the kiddos. Oh, yes. Peaches, decluttering is awesome. Why don't you come back to the show tomorrow? Share with us your decluttering journey to hear how successful you've been with it. And guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Stay sharp, stay strong, and keep showing up, guys. Morning to Live with Keith, John, and friends, 8 o'clock. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Keith, thank you for keeping the men from drifting off during morning prayers.
Just doing my part, sister.
You spared me a whole choir of snores. Bless you. May the Lord
Oh.
That